Namaste and wishes to all the viewers and welcome to our channel. Today we are doing this Guru Purnima series. Last video by Guruji Sri Satyanarayana Naik sir. Sir need no introduction. He is the author of several books and master of Nadi Astrology, taught by Sri R.J. Rao sir. Guruji, namaste.
Namaste, namaste.
Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity.
Actually, it's not an opportunity. It is a question of we would have done many videos if you had not had that misunderstanding that I'm not here. Right? Okay.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah. So okay. Now the thing is, there are many subjects to talk about it in astrology, and the main thing is about moon.
Right, sir.
We have a conception that moon in Nadi, because of that half-baked Nadi which is being programmed everywhere. What we say, moon is Chanchalatva, moon is that. But moon doesn't have any Karakatva. Moon is totally a different concept in the astrology. He is Avatara Purusha. So this is the different concept. So what we are talking today is about that.
Right, sir.
So we will share the screen, then we can talk about it. We'll have a prayer first, then share the screen. Okay. I think you are able to see the screen.
Yes, sir, I am able to see.
Okay, I'll make a slide slow so that it will be clear. Okay. Om Shri Mahaganadipadaye Namaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Vagdevataye Namaha. Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabham Nirvignam Kurme Deva Sarvakarena Sarvada. Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Adityaya Somaya Mangalaya Bhadaya Guru Shri Krishnabhyascha Rahave Ketave Namaha. Hari Om. Chal. So this is the Lakshmi Ganapati Saraswati photo, which is a very regular one normally. Okay.
Right, sir.
The title today is Avatars of Moon. I have put every letter in colors there. So many colors. Okay. He also undergoes many colors. The Shodasha Kala of the moon is the main reason for introducing Shodasha Varga. The concept is Shodasha Varga, it's about the moon only, all the Vargas, it has got something connected with the moon. That's the secondary part. We will not go to that. We are talking about moon only, right?
Yes, sir.
Now we know pretty well. Moon, this is the Rashi Chakra. In the Rashi Chakra, one second. Okay. In the Rashi Chakra, in the Rashi Chakra, this is, exactly the Rashi Chakra where all nakshatras are also there. And then Rashi is also there. Now, what is that? Basically, what? One is Rashi Brahmana. The sun is Rashi Brahmana. Moon is Tara Brahmana. The concept of sun and moon. Sun is the one who has the past of the human beings, that is, the jivas which are having less Paramatma Amsha is called Jivamsha. Those Jivamsha also are going around the sun always. So when we go around, we will be just waiting for the getting into Atma. That is the main thing. So that is when what happens, where there is no gateway for us to get into that, we will come back. So who has to bring? The father has to bring back to us where we should go, children to train. So what he does, he will be doing Rashi Brahmana. Rashi Brahmana, what he does? in every month, he will be entering into a sign. Who? Sun. He is not bothered about nakshatras. He is bothered about Rashi only. He enters a Rashi, he will be there. Then what happens? Because he, in the Indian astrology, he is transported, there is an interchange between earth and the sun. So in the place of sun, we are putting the earth. And in the place of earth, we are putting the sun.
Right,
So that what is happening? We see that sun is also rotating us. That is one aspect. That is that rotating aspect of that sun, what is called Masa Ravi. Masa Ravi. Masa means every month. Masa Ravi. So every month his movement, Masa Ravi. Then what happens? Because he is already transported to a earth type of connection, the earth is rotating, spinning on its own.
Yes, sir.
So that means now earth, we consider earth as a stagnant position. Therefore, we have to spin the sun only.
Right, sir.
Again. So when you spin, what happens? Dainandina Ravi. It is daily sun. Sunrise to sunset and next sun. So what happens? He will be traveling in each side 2 hours. In each side 2 hours.
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
So the Dainandra Ravi is Lagna.
Dynamic?
Dainandra Ravi, that Ravi is called Lagna. The Lagna will indicate what time you are born.
Right, sir.
At that time, where the sun is there, that is your Lagna.
Right, sir. We get each Lagna, each Lagna where the sun rises in the morning. So that becomes the point of our Lagna.
No. Not each Lagna will not rise in the planet. That is the concept I am differing now. What I am telling is, Lagna is not rising. Right? What happening is, the sun is rotating, the Rashi is stagnant, and we are seeing he is going to each Rashi in a day. Sun is rising on the east. In the suppose what is the Masa? When did you born? What is the month you are born?
I was born in the month of May.
You month of May. May what
9th of May.
9th of May. So the April 15th to 15th May he will be in Mesha.
Right, sir.
So consider approximately 6 o'clock as the sun rising. So Mesha will be first rising there on that day.
Right, sir.
What time you are born?
Night 12:16.
Night 12:16. Yeah. Night 12:16.
Yeah.
Right. Now what you do? 6 to 8. Take in the Aries.
Right, sir. 2 hours, 1 Lagna, approximately.
Aries. Then Taurus. 8 to 10.
Taurus, right.
8. Taurus. It's here. We'll go here. Okay. So what we do is Aries. 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12, 12 to 2, right? 12 to 2, 12 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10.
So 12 sign 24 hours.
10 to 12, 10 to 12, 12 to.
Mine is third house, sir. Third house.
Third house what?
Sun's position.
No, sun position. I am talking about Lagna. What is the Lagna?
My rising sign? My rising sign?
Aries.
My rising sign is Aquarius.
Aquarius, that's exactly what I'm telling. I'm coming to that only. Yeah. Say, that is exactly 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12. Sun and where sun is there, not monthly sun.
Yes, sir.
I am not talking about your sun. Your sun is in basically where is your sun? Where is your sun?
Third house.
Third house. That is from Lagna third house.
Right, sir.
Because Aries in the beginning, Aries sun is there only. But the sun, he is moving in from sunrise, Every 2 hours he is moving, isn't it?
Right, sir.
So your sunrise at that area in your place, sunrise, is it 6 o'clock or it is less than that? What was sunrise at that time?
Approximately 6 around that time.
Around 6 time. So 6 to 8 you will be there. That
Right,
is,
sir.
what happens here is because May 9th you are born, May 9th you are born, one day from 15th to 30th, 31st, 31st of the May, 30th April, he has already traveled about
15
how
degrees.
much? 15 degrees, right?
Right.
Plus here about 8 degrees.
20,
23,
24,
23 degrees.
24.
23 degrees, 24 degrees already traveled here.
Right, sir.
That therefore it will not be 2 hours here. It will be less than that. Right?
Yes,
okay. Let us take 1 hour. It's 8 to 9, 9 to 12, 9 to 11, 11 to 11 to 11
1.
to 1, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 9, 9 to
11.
7 to 9 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1.
Yes, sir.
12 to 1. That is, because you already crossed some degrees, he is in the Aquarius. The Lagna will be Aquarius, right?
So basically, it is a sun. It is a sun which is creating the rising signs.
Sun. That is sun was there at that moment when you are born. The daily sun was there in the Aquarius.
Right, sir.
You got the point now?
Right, sir.
That means the Lagna is having the Dainandina Ravi. Daily sun. Daily sun is experienceable to you. आपको जो है धूप लगता नहीं लगता not by मास रवि.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
आपका daily sun आपका effect directly गिर रहा आपको effect. You are feeling that, right?
Right, sir.
So the sun effect on the Lagna is more powerful than the yearly sun, that monthly sun. Masa Ravi indicates it, what is he brought forward, right?
Right, sir.
Masa Ravi indicates what you have brought forward because he is basically sun, Atmakaraka. He is what is that he is brought, that is Masa Ravi. That is your Sanchita Karma is indicating. From there, when you born here, he will bring you are selecting a Lagna, then it is a problem karma start from there. That is Lagna. That is, sun is the sun, whether whichever Lagna it is, sun is predominant there.
Right, sir.
So without performing puja to the sun, everybody has to pray sun, irrespective of their Masa sun, because their Lagna is powerful in their daily sun is in the Lagna. Daily sun itself is Lagna. Right, now, sir. This is exactly that what I'm showing you, same thing I told you. But what happens? This calculation differs. It depends upon the sunrise and the Dinaman. What is the length of the day? For them, if you go to Russia, the Lagna will not be 2 hours. Lagna will be 3.5 hours, 4 hours, 1 hour Lagna. And some Lagna will be very short, and then it will reverse. All this is therefore, but ultimately the calculation of the Lagna is the same thing. Ultimately, wherever it is, whichever country it is, where the sun is there, that is called the Lagna.
Understood, sir. Understood.
Yeah. This is the concept. Therefore, why they say importance of the Lagna?
Basically, it represents the desire, because sun is the past birth. So Lagna should show the desires which were pending and we took the birth.
Jyotishya Shastrena Kiranam Mahatvam. ज्योतिष शास्त्र के अंदर क्या महत्व? किरण महत्व. किरण का मतलब क्या है? सन. सन इज इंपॉर्टेंट. किरण महत्व. ये वाक है. कैसे इसको क्या सिद्ध वाक्य बोलते हैं, इसको पूरा सिद्ध वाक्य. ये छोटे छोटे जो होते हैं पक्का 100%. that is sun is more important in the Jyotish Shastra.
Right, sir.
Then what happens? The sun, he cannot do day-to-day affairs because he is not bothered day-to-day affairs. He is only like a supervisor. He needs somebody to do the work day to day, and then travel step by step. In a day also, he want somebody to take care. So what he does, he appoints a person who will be going around the earth. That is only meant for us. Moon is meant for only earth. You create the world. You do whatever you want. That is the power of the moon. You generate. You do anything. You invent. You search. You get into the mind. That is the mind.
Right,
I am
sir.
giving a link. So what you do is moon is the super controller of the super level of the subconscious, super conscious level. That conscious, super conscious level is moon. So what he does, he will develop many things. No, he will develop. How the world is growing because of the scientists, because of the intelligence, isn't it? So because of the intelligence, because of the pleasure, anything else, anything, all the whatever pleasure he wants will create. Everything is creating it. Moon. So for him, he want to walk down. You don't want to run around. He want to walk down. What is the pada?
Pada.
Pada. Pada. What is pada? What is the pada? Nakshatra pada. So that's why he says, how many nakshatra? 27 nakshatra. You travel nakshatras. Then what he says is, your power I will be controlling on and off. Sun says, that is, I will give you full brightness for the people who are supposed to born with that. I will give you less power who will born with those things. And you will act accordingly. Based upon this light, you will be right. Every planet will have the effect of the sun. Right? Now, the beautiful part is the shloka which starts. Now we have understood this concept.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Very clear. There is no doubt at all. So when you say Brahmana, sun takes Rashi based. Tara Brahmana, it is moon based. Brahmana means you are going around the
walking.
One is moon is walking, sun is running. Moon will be walking because he is faster, but because he's still one nakshatra by one nakshatra. But sun jumps 1 degree, 1 degree. He is bothered about rashes. He doesn't have only degrees for him. Amshas, for him, 1 degree wise will be going. This is pada wise. He is counted as a pada wise. Right? So this is the difference. Because of this pada, he has got many things. That is all the 16 phases are to be described. Parashara could do only 2 chapters. He just introduced and left it. Shodasa Varga. Just
very interesting, sir. Very interesting.
He simply introduced and left it. But because the point of understanding lies in the bhava analysis. So
true,
he
sir,
kept
true.
He did not connect it. That is left. But what happened? People are making it a different chart. That is not right. It is the transition of the birth chart. You have to go back to the birth chart again. The effects. So that is a different thing. That again, Amsha reading comes in. But now today, what is that telling is what is that moon is doing it. I have given. I don't have to explain you. I think. Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, the nakshatras are there.
Yes,
that's right.
27 nakshatras.
I put the moon. I think this figure is depicting very nicely without any problem. And this also 2 hours. I just gave an example of Aquarius. Then 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. I'm just showing it as Lagna. Right? It indicates Lagna. And one more thing about this particular chart is the Rashis are nothing. The lordships are connected with the belt of the orbits. See, this is the orbit. All these things are orbit. For example, Cancer and Leo, because sun and Earth are same thing, and moon is going around the sun. Therefore, they have got only one path. There is only one Rashis, Leo and Cancer. Gemini goes around. right? Gemini goes around. Then there is, when you cut half, one side Gemini is there, another side Virgo is there. This when you cut this half for like this, you put a line like this. Half side, one side you will get one side, and the other side you will get other side. The same path, zodiac path, visible path, invisible path. One side belongs to the upper side, other side lower side. Taurus, Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Capricorn. So this is how the zodiac belt itself is the Rashis, and this, because it is their path, they are the lords. There is no question separate Rashis and allotting lords to it. That is the difference here. Okay. Now the path itself is Rashis. Right? Okay. All right. There is no clarity. There is no doubt about it. It's very clear, no? This is whatever told up to here. It's clear. Okay. Let us go to the next slide. Shall we? You have any questions here?
No, sir.
Do you have any? Right. Now the sloka comes here. This is exactly what we have to understand. Devajya Purna Shubhada Shukro Padatraya Shubhabaha Purna Chandro Gurustulya Shukartulyo Tripada Shashi Bhuzatulyardha Chandrasyat Kshinakchet Mashobhana Kshinacheta Ashobhana उसका पद वेगवान पाप सात पूर्ण पाप शनि वक्रो व्यक्तो त्रिपाद पाप क्षीणेन्दु दिन दिननाथो अर्ध पापदः पापयुक्त बुध पूर्ण पापस्यायति निश्चयः. This sloka that I have divided. Devasya Devajya Purna Shubhada. Jupiter is Purna Shubha.
Right.
Shukro Padatra Shubha. Venus is 3/4 Shubha. What do you mean 3/4 Shubha? How do you assess 3/4 Shubha? How should we assess what is 3/4 Shubha? Isn't it? Purna Shubha, all right. Nothing is there, is Purna.
Yeah, it's 100% is auspicious.
What is 100% and what are 3/4? Yeah, 75%. How? What do you mean by 75%? What aspect? 75%. Shubhotva. That is the beauty here. See, he gives full pleasure. In that pleasure, what happens? One pada papatva will be there. That is because you will be committing mistakes, and then the papa will attach to you. How much? Suppose you are eating full meal. Out of it, the last few intakes will have poisonous. If you are enjoying, suppose you are enjoying something, you go out of the way, then it will become problem for you. So Shukra, because Daitya is a Daitya Guru, therefore that Amsha, Daitya Amsha will be there. Therefore,
yeah, that's 1/4 is not given lesser than Jupiter.
Yeah, that is. So what happens? Then he is given powers. He is called Mrita Sanjeevani.
Yes, sir.
So why Mrita Sanjeevani? Mrita Sanjeevani means we don't want you to die because you have to suffer.
Okay. Very interesting, sir.
Because you have to, you'll have to, yes, so Venus is Mrita Sanjeevani. Good. Venus is Mrita Sanjeevani. What is good? Because he wants you to live long to suffer. That 25% is that. In the 25% also, what I'll just give an example. A man is on the deathbed, right? And he is given medicines, everything, and then ultimately doctors, no problem, he's recovering. The moment he hears recovering, immediately what he thinks, he thinks of his sons, everything. He will first ask what happened to his properties, what happens to his treasure factors. First, he forgets that's all suffering. That is the power of Venus, the 75% Shiva. That
True.
As long
True,
as
sir.
suffering, the moment suffering is over, immediately materialistic will come. You will not think about anything else. So that sort of mentality because Venus gives. Purnashaba Jupiter, that is totally true. Even if when he is in the death of it also, he will say, even if you go, don't worry about it, let it go, what is to be done. When he comes back after results, what is there in the life? I have seen everything. It's all Nashara. That two different thoughts. That is why the enmity factor there only. Otherwise, there is no enmity. Jupiter wants a house, Venus will give. Jupiter wants a good, beautiful wife, Venus will give. He'll accept it. Where that ability comes because Venus is he doesn't have any what you call it gratitude. He will immediately say, okay, if you are suffering, the moment he comes back, he'll be searching for again material matters. Jupiter is not like that. But the moment he gets suffering, he will think of spirituality. When he comes back, he suffers, but with that experience, he will be more towards devotion. That is Jupiter. That is where the enmity factor comes. Otherwise, there is no enmity. Because for marriage, Jupiter should see. You want good Jupiter in the marriage, isn't it? Then
Right,
the
sir.
where is enmity? So that enmity factor has to be seen in a particular manner only. So no enmity factors given. It is all nothing even in the books authors are permanent. They are always transiting, right? They change depending upon the system you have taken. Next is Purna Chandra Gurustulya. This is the one which is Purna Chandra. Full moon is equal to Jupiter.
So it means that it's a fully auspicious. Purna Shubha.
That is, if you have got a Purna Shubha, two Jupiters will be there for you.
Oh, very interesting.
One Jupiter is the Jupiter original, and the other Jupiter is he will converting himself to Jupiter, Avatara of Jupiter. That's why Avatara of Moon. This is the Jupiter Avatara. With his original quality of changing. Now, because it's Purna Shubha, Chanchalatva will not be there. Now come back to Ladi, people will say Venus and Moon is capricious in nature, fickleness. You will immediately doubt the lady. But if it is Purna Chandra, she is spiritual. Change, she is spiritual. Purna Chandra. Right? Then when in the same, if in the Gentile scope, if Purna Chandra is there, he is good Panditya. He is not Chanchalatva. That clarity comes here. And Moon loses his originality. He is acting like a Jupiter. That's all. Right? That means you cannot see the Jiva Karaka. Can you see the Jiva Karaka?
Oh, we can?
Can you see Jiva?
No, we cannot see Jiva. We can only experience the Jiva.
Who will experience the Jiva?
The soul?
The mind.
Yeah, mind. Yes, mind.
You also don't know where is the soul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can only show your mind by expression. You can't show your Jiva. So only then can you show your pleasure?
Can you
show your pleasure?
No.
You will have to again. Only mind has to show you you are pleasant.
Yeah. So basically, so all the things are experienced by the mind.
No, I am coming to that only. Yes, and if you say, can you show me where is your anger? Only mind has to show. And that is Mars.
Yes, sir.
Right? Can you show what is your how do you want to work? Only when you work, you will come to know. Mind has to see, focus on it. That's the work. Everything, whatever all the 9 planets has to be expressed to mind only.
Yes. All the results.
Rahu, Ketu, Sun. Keep these things. Sun also, mind also cannot express what is mind. If mind comes to know what is Sun, then it will become spirituality. Forget about it. You will keep three planets, keep it aside. One is Sun, and these nodes. We'll come to that later on. Sun and 2 nodes. All other planets, 5 planets, all the 5 Tara grahas are expressed to only by Sun, only by Moon. Right? That is Avatara. Then Purnachandra, then Shukra Tulyo Tripada Shashihi. 3/4 is the moon equivalent to Venus. Then the desire comes to the picture. So Venus acts like pleasurable planet, then fickleness comes to picture. Little bit fickleness is there. Still, it will not bad. They won't be bad.
Yeah, there will lack of gratitude, but still it's okay.
Yeah, little bit of orientation may be there. Think that by thought they may be fickle, but they will not be doing it. Right. Then comes to Budhatulyasya Chandra Standasya. Half moon is equal to Mercury. This is very dangerous. Because they know, they understand, they try to manipulate things.
Yeah, so basically, sir, Mercury also represents a child. So we can say that it is like childish, activities.
Exactly. Yeah, child also. Then even intelligence also, they will use this for their purposes. That is cunning, most cunning. So that is why this day. But still, he is good. Why? By his aspect, he won't, because unless you are good, he can't be mischievous. Therefore, he will give everything good to you, so that he can be mischievous. You do mischievous things. You will get money. You do everything. I am talking this not only Nadi. I am talking this about this is basically meant for Bhava analysis.
Right, sir.
That is what, yeah, moon is sitting there now. Why, which moon? And now, what we are talking? We are talking about the guna of the moon. He is changing his qualities. He is not weak. He is not weak or he is not strong. That we are talking. There is no paksha bala. It is paksha guna. It is not paksha bala. Paksha guna. Bala comes only other way around. That is, bala is whether he is exalted, whether he is debilitated, whether he is friend's house, whether he is a more of the corner. These are the strength. But this is guna is he's changing, like according to the face, he is avatara. He becomes like a Jupiter. He is becoming like a Venus, and he is becoming like a Mercury.
Yeah, it's like shape shifting.
Shifting. He is shifting.
Shape shifting. मतलब इसे like जादू कर रहा है वो एक किसी का भी स्वरूप धारण कर लेता है.
स्वरूप कर लेता है. जादूगर, magician. Is that right? Then Kshina Kshetra Bhanu. That is it. Yeah. Kshina Shet Ashobanaha. That is less than half, he is cruel. That is here. Here comes the analysis. Less than half means what? Less than half is cruel means when you say cruel, Ashobanaha, when you say cruel means what? Two planets are there. One is Mars is there, another is Saturn is there. Therefore, from there, what you are, when it comes half, then we have to decide which one is doing. Then what we say? Kuja, यहाँ पर क्या? He is bringing Kuja into picture. Kuja, Stripada Papa, 3/4 Papa, Kuja. 1/4 Shubha karta hai. He will do 1/4 good. In accident, he will break your leg. Hello?
Yeah, sir.
In accident, he will break his leg.
Means it basically it makes a person rash.
Then 3/4, 1/4 is do good. That means he will send you to an hospital. He will survive. That is because you have to undergo the pain. Because he is a pain giver. Then Papa Shinivaktu 100% Papa is Saturn. Now this sentences which has to be adopted for the moon now. That is Tripada. No, Tripada Papa Kshinandro. 3/4 Krura is Kshina Chandra. 3/4 Krura. 3/4 Kshina Chandra is 3/4 Krura. That 20% he will do. Like Mars, he will be doing it. Right? Then Dinanatho Ardha Papa. Sun is half Krura. Right? Papa Yukta Buddha Purna Papa Syati Nishchaya. Krura plus Mari. Any planet with Krura, if any planet is with Krura, then Mercury also becomes Purna Krura. So okay. This is the shloka meant for Bhava analysis. Now what I have done, right? So this is a figure I told, so 25%. Now what I have done, the Paksha Bala, Paksha Guna, I'm telling you. What is it? Paksha Gunas. 135 to 180 degrees, it is Purna Chandra. That is, we have to go, Atlantic like will go from Amavasya, right? It will go from Amavasya.
Right.
0 to 22.5 degrees is Amavasya, so 0 degree. No strength for the moon, that is, right? Then 25%, that is this 25%, 45 to 22, 22.5 to 45 is 25%. Then 45 to 90 degrees is 50%. Then 90 to 135 is 75%. Then 135 to 180 is 100%. Then 135 to, again, it goes back. 135 to 90,
Yeah,
25.
Krishna Paksha.
Then Krishna Paksha. That is minus 50, minus 75, then it comes to 0. Right? This is how. Now, this what for how to work out for our purposes, I am taking it here. So I am given a statement here where up and down, that is Amavasya to Purnima, Purnima to Amavasya I given. But here percentage I have given here. For the 130 to 180, 100% equals to Jupiter. Now, in a chart, if you see if moon is from sun and moon, difference is between 135 to 180 degrees, then consider him as a Jupiter.
Right, sir.
Then his aspect on the that aspect. The houses aspected by the moon. Moon aspect is only 7th aspect. But you have to take Pada aspects. What is Pada aspect? It is not written here. I will write it here because it will be useful if I write it here. Otherwise, people will not be able to understand it. I write, keep it pen. Okay. All right. It is not on. Okay. Now what I do is, what did I say? What was I saying? I just forgot.
We were writing, sir, the Pada.
Pada I have written. No, aspect.
Yes, sir, aspect of the moon as per the percentage.
Yeah, that is secondary. The 310 aspect. 310, 48 and 59 aspects. And 7th aspect is there. All planets will have a 7th aspect.
Right, sir.
Rahu and Ketu has got a different style that will make a different class for this. Rahu Ketu. We will make different interview for Rahu and Ketu.
Okay, sir. Done.
Okay. Then best all planets here. Every planet will have 310, 25%. This is 75%. This is 50%. Right? Every planet. When you do Bhava analysis, we have to follow this.
Yes, sir. This is the most important thing actually. Nowadays people don't even consider these type of aspects. Most of the current students which we meet nowadays, they only consider the special aspects and the 7th aspects. But Parashara himself has given in the BPSH that there are more aspects.
Okay. Asha, this is now what is the 25%, what is 75%, what is 50% has to be taught in the Gurukula, which when we do the class on Parashara, because I am starting a class on Parashara in English. I start Shikha.
Yes,
same thing we're doing in Hindi with you. With you we'll be doing Hindi.
Sir, but astrology in Jyotish, if you want to learn in the Hindi, is the best language or mother tongue, whichever it is, because the word we resonate with them.
Yeah, but in what I'm doing in English is English. All the Jyotisha words are in Hindi only, in Sanskrit only. I'm not changing it. Even for Russia people, I tell you, Bhava is Bhava. There is no house. So that's what
only then they can understand the true essence of the word of the saints.
Exactly.
Rishis.
Yes, exactly. So what I'm doing is the class is of the Parashara course. I make astrologer is the challenge. I make astrologer is the challenge, right? That is what I'm taking out. That means when they attend the class, by the end of the class, they should be able to read the chart. in the first course itself. Second course is an advanced stage. First was the Baba analysis. Second course in the Lords and then Lordship and then the Dasha. Third is Yogas. So three divisions are there, 3 stages. So in the 3 stages, the first stage itself, they will be able to read the horoscope.
Okay.
They don't have to go nakshatra. They don't have to go nakshatra anything. Straight away, like a book they can read. That is the one. In the second
the
one,
system, basically there is a system which we have to follow. There is a modus, there is a system. So you are basically going to teach the system how to read horoscope.
Yeah. What I'm telling is, forget what you have learned. Don't bother about it. Forget what you have learned. You forget. When you come to my class, listen to it. Then put it. I'll make you to practice there itself. There is no question of I am taking a horoscope and showing it to you. You put the live horoscope. You do it yourself. Not my doing it. You do it. You will be seeing every result. Now the Sunday Siddhartha is going on. Sunday Siddhartha Prashna is going on. But I am making them to do it. I said, you do it. There is no question. You come and do it. There is no homework. You do it yourself. But thing is, you have to learn. First thing is. So that is not simply teaching. I am not a teacher. Come there with the book notes and then give you lectures and go away. You should understand it. You should become a perfect astrologer. What you do with it is your handtake. It is your karma. I am not going to interfere. I am not telling you whether you teach it, you give it to somebody, you do something. That is all your karma, what you are doing. It is because how can you teach all those? I can't, because this is not a subject to be hidden. It has to come out. When it is coming out, if somebody is giving let him do whatever he wants. What is there? Let him do whatever he wants. इसको क्या करने का उसको? नहीं वो कॉपी अरे करने दो भाई somebody was telling आपका किताब से लिख के कॉपी पेस्ट करने दो ना क्या फर्क पड़ता?
Right sir. Knowledge देने के लिए है.
देने के लिए क्या करना क्या है? अच्छा
very much true.
And अच्छा मैं बोला ठीक है आज मैं लड़के करके मैं नाम कमाऊंगा ठीक है उसके बाद में क्या होगा? What if how many people remember Santanam today? Who will remember Santanam? How many people copied Santanam? How many do anybody know V. Subramanya Shastri? Anybody know?
Very few.
Gone. This subject is like you do your job and get out. You will not be remembered. You will not be. That is a fact. That you know that fact very well. Now we are fighting. For small things we are fighting there. It is a kshanika. Whatever the person who are there arguing for about 5 years back or 10 years back, that Yahoo group, they are fighting like anything. They are all saying now. What happened? Nothing. And all of a sudden you are changing certain things which is not good. For example, the other day somebody was recommending Pushyami Nakshatra. And that means all this year we were wrong. मतलब जितने भी कहानियां सुना है आप लोगों ने 25-20 साल से सब गलत है. The astrology was wrong. That means so today you are telling this Ayanamsha is right. What is that? What do you mean by that? Only because कौन सा भी Ayanamsha is एक जरूर ले लो देखे तो पता लगता तुमको result आ रहा तो ले लो उसको. If you are getting result, you do that. किसने मना किया? You take any Ayanamsha. रिजल्ट आ रहा है देखो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. नहीं आया तो छोड़ो दूसरा अंश ले लो. वो आदमी सामने बैठा है उसके बाद में 3-4 अंश देख लो क्या फर्क पड़ता. When there is no कोई सैंक्शन रूल नहीं है तेरे बस तो कर लो ना तुमको जो करना है करो. लेकिन यही करप्ट है मत बोलो कभी भी. अब क्या है what happens suppose Satyanarayana tells this is not correct because there are so many followers they will follow that. वो नहीं ये भी मैं देखा मुझे लगा आप लोग देख लो बोलने का तरीका है नहीं. So this is correct way to क्या फर्क पड़ता. And you are the person who is advocating he has all this years he is following Larry only.
Right sir.
Vasan also did like that only. Vasan was doing like that. So all of us are being changed. So forget about it. We are not bothered about it.
Yes sir.
Now 3 and 10 and 4 and 8 for this percentage. This percentage is this one we will discuss in the class. Now it is because it's only an interview of telling how to, what is the percent has got some meaning. That is why we are telling that with 310. There is a meaning how it should be interpreted in Baba analysis. 4-8 how it should be interpreted. 5-9 how it should be interpreted. And then for Saturn it is 100%. For Mars it is 100%. Right? Then for Jupiter it is 100%. Then Rahu and Ketu has got Achadana 5th and 9th. Achadana is different from aspect, right? Achadana means
two different words. Drishti and two different words we use.
The Achadana means it will capture you.
Okay.
Drishti is this. Drishti is either they take you from you, they take you yours, or they give you theirs. Two things are there. Either they give or they take it, depending upon the circumstances. See, there is again who will take, who will not take is another question altogether. But this is what. So when this comes, yes, when I am talking about Jupiter, when you consider as equal, that is 100% Jupiter, Moon, you should see 310, 4-8, 5-9 also, along with aspect. Similarly, when the Moon is 90 and 135, it is 75%, it is equal to Venus. There also you see 310, 4-8 and 5-9. Then, for example, anyway, you are talking about it in your own horoscope, now if you see, what is the Moon? What is the Moon?
Moon is in the Sagittarius.
How many degree difference?
24 is Sun and Moon is 19, I guess. 19, yes.
19?
Yes. They are in trine and Moon is at 19 degree, Sun is at 24 degree.
Moon is how many degrees?
19.
19 degrees. Sagittarius.
19.
Sagittarius.
Yes.
Sagittarius. Okay. And in Aries he is there. Sun.
Sun is in Aries.
How many 24 degrees? 24 degrees. That is 6 degrees here will come from Sun. 6 degrees in Aries, 36. Taurus is 36. Then Gemini 66. Cancer 96. 96. Oh, he is in, where is he?
They are in trine, 9-5.
Yeah, we go back now easily, it is better.
Yeah.
Isn't it? 19 Sagittarius, no?
Sagittarius, 30 something like 230 degree difference they will have.
No. He is, we calculate perfectly, no? What is that? He is 19 degree Sagittarius, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it Pakka Sagittarius 19 degrees?
Yes.
Night, no? Night, okay. Correct. That means 19 degrees, that is 11 degrees in Sagittarius, right? Capricorn 30 degrees, then Aquarius 30 degrees, Aries 24 degrees.
Right.
1, 5, 95 degrees. That is 95 degrees. But 90 to 135 is Venus. Is Venus.
Yes, sir. It's Venus.
He's in Darsh, isn't it? He's sitting in Darsh.
Yes, sir.
He's sitting in Darsh, and from the third aspect, he is seeing the Kumbha.
Yes, sir.
That is for your Lagna. What is your Lagna?
Kumbha.
Kumbha Lagna only.
Yes, sir.
He is seeing Lagna. From third aspect, he is seeing Lagna. That means Venus effect is falling on the Lagna. Venus effect is falling on the Lagna.
Yes, sir.
So that is positiveness from the Jupiter's house, right? This aspect. And he is acting like a Venus.
Right, sir.
So that is, there is a sense of, that is from the, that he is also aspecting from the 11th house. from the 11th house, right? And that means there will be always a positiveness and profitability and pleasureness will be there in the life, always will be there. Your mind will be always looking for the pleasures and you will be operating on that. And then
Very
fourth
nice.
aspect, he is seeing the second house.
Yes, sir.
So naturally, you from the second, whatever you get from the kutumba, from the family, from the kutumba, from the smriti, from the shastra, second house is shastra.
Yes, sir.
Second thing,
Ethics, values, sanskar.
So you will get you will be profited by that also. Fourth aspect. Then fifth aspect, he is aspecting the third house. Am I right?
Right, sir.
Third house, isn't it? Fifth or third house, that is your decision. 50%. Your decisions has a profitable, you will always be taking for a profitable decisions. You will go for planning for profitable decisions. And always the advice from the family, already family advice, and then especially the friendliness of the wife, that also will give make you to take a right decision. Fifth aspect.
Very nice, sir. Nice, sir. So basically, from the moon, we can consider D1 houses, the houses on the main kundali, and we can see how our mind is affected by those house significations.
That is secondary one. That we will come to that. Now I am taking bhava analysis only. Moon as Venus.
Okay.
From moon is different. From moon is not a Venus. From moon is different. Right. From moon, it is seeing your fifth house.
Very unique, sir. Very interesting.
From 11th, he is seeing the fifth house. So the knowledge what you
give.
Aspect,
seventh aspect.
Seventh aspect. The knowledge, fifth house knowledge, Venus, Panditya, concerning Jupiter, which has got Jivakaraka's effect. And it is the 11th house. From the 7th, it has become 5th. That means it will go to the people. Your knowledge will be going to the people, which is 5th house knowledge, not what you learned, not your what it is Venus, considering Venus as the house, and the Mercury house. Venus and Mercury house connected with that. Therefore, any knowledge connected with the 5th and 5th house of the, that is something connected with the divinity, something connected with the occult sciences will be, whatever you do or learn, it will be going to the people. It will be going to, because it is 5th house, 11th house is the 5th house for the 7th.
Right, sir.
From they are getting benefited from your faith. All the people, 5th house are getting benefited. These things are hidden in the books, not given. This is the only single point. There are number shataka points, 120 points are there, which will be introduced in the system, so that they simply they will read. Now we are not seeing the horoscope. Simply take the moon and everything is coming out automatically. This is how it will be done. But I just gave an example because it is always better to see an example to understand it better. Now 25%, then 50%, that's 75%, 100%. We go like that. Then this is what, because I am with an astrology knowledge, I'm just speaking it. For the principles are there, how it should be told.
So we can also look at it from that perspective that moon as a mind, which house are important for us more in our life and which are less important.
Now what
more the percentage of the aspect is there, that those become very important houses, and where the less percentage that will become less important.
Right. Moon as a mind, when you take it, he is in the Jivakaraka's mind. And 75% it is pleasant. 25% there is some problem with that. That means you will not like, your mind will not like somebody interfering. Your mind will get immediately triggered off if somebody interferes with you.
Right, sir.
That is because that is 70, that is what 70% of Venus is. He is a pleasant man going. But if something happens, suddenly it tricks somebody, that 25% will act like upper. Venus will, when that 25%, depending, because he is sitting in the fiery side.
Right,
That
sir.
20 Sushupta, that is inside, it is sitting inside. That anger will be there. But Agni will be there. The moment somebody tricks, Agni will go. That immediately it goes. This is the nature mind. From there, what is happening? From there, what you think. What you think. Second, first thing is what you do. Second thing is service. Second house is service. From the moon.
Yeah.
From the mind. Second house is service. Kutumba.
True.
You have to serve the first Kutumba. First preference is family. Third is action. Right. Decision making. You will have to take collective decisions. Right. You will have to take a lot of consultation before taking decision. That will be up down. Third, then fourth house is fourth house is moon house. Jupiter's house.
Yes, sir.
Isis.
Isis.
For all environment should be, you will be thinking dharmic environment. You will not think other than that. Some sort of religious matters will be thinking. That's science. You are not housed by, you don't have to bother about it. Next, fifth house is Mars. And there will be always problems for learning. When you put the question of learning, there is always problem. You'll have to face difficulties will be there. You have to go there and do it. A lot of hard work you have to do it for learning. Then sixth house is Venus. And normally when you want to work pleasure, with pleasure, without any pleasure is important. Then seventh house is intelligence. And you will always have, it is better when you want to do something, you want some cooperation. People, you need people. And you will have to have the people. And other planet will tell you whether there is a problem or not. But you will be doing it with intelligence. Mostly intelligence you have to use it. Then you have to run around. Then eighth house, you will have to run around. Sometimes the problems will come, unexpectedly problems will come. Everything smoothly going, suddenly problems will come. Because for his moon, his own house becomes eighth house.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Very true. Very true.
Then you come to ninth house. Ninth house is there. Then you have your Vamsha, your family line, tree of line. That is more important. And you'll have to take care of it. That is more important. And there's a lot of support also from there. The previous term, a lot of support will also be there. And you cannot go out of that way. You will have to be within that frame only. That is that. Because Sun is in Aries, in the fifth house. Okay. So then because Sun and Moon will take other part I'm not talking about. Then if you come to the ninth house, after ninth, it is come to 10th house. 10th house Mercury. That is, invariably, other than Mercury's duality, there will be two types of working conditions for you. Two types of working conditions. Both involving Mercury. Mercury and Moon. Both involving Mercury and Moon, both work will have that condition. Then you come to the 10th, then you come to the 11th. 11th was Venus. Right? Naturally, automatically, he will have more. That profitability is more important. Yes, even in the difficult times also, it will not let you down. Because the second Lord gets exalted there. It's the place of second Lord getting there. So, what will happen when the second Lord? The Lord will always be, Lord effect will be basing on his exalted place. That exalted place, if it happens to 8th house or 6th house, then problem comes. It is 11th house. So, second Lord will be comfortable always. Then the 12th Lord. 12th Lord is the 5th Lord also. Right? 12th Lord is the 5th house. 12th Lord is what? It is difficult for you to get up early. You want full sleep first. When you get a sleep, go for the bed, finish up everything. All these things can be told on the moon itself. Right? This is, then next comes 45 to 90 degrees, 50 equivalent to Mercury. Right? 22.5 to 45%, 25% equal to Mars. Then Mars is 75% cruel, Moon has a 75% cruelty. That is exactly what he said. So Mars, when it becomes 75 cruel, Moon has 75% cruelty also. Right? Because 20% Mars is acting like a Mars, 70% cruelty will be there. Right? Then 0 to 22.5% equal to Saturn. 100% cruel. So his Moon is 100% cruel also for this purpose. Right? Therefore, Saturn, ultimately, where is the Moon? Moon has gone, finished. Nowhere Moon is there. He is acting like only on these planets. He is only avataras. Original Moon is not at all there. Either he will become Saturn or he will become Jupiter. So nowhere at all. But that comes here when Rahu, Ketu, and Sun, when they come. That is another story altogether. With Rahu, Ketu, and Moon is another story altogether, which will change the entire thinking of the horoscope. That sort of powerful will be that. So that is one aspect. Now I'll give you. This is the one. Jiva, we are already discussed. That is Jiva calendar. This is I just gave a Jupiter 100%, Jiva Karaka, Koshadhikari, Putra Karaka, Abhivruddhi. Dual, that is the Moon becomes a dual Jupiter in the chart. So Moon will also be doing all these things. Moon will also be representing all these things. With his ideas, want to change something, want to travel, all this stuff he will be giving it. But with this. And this Moon, if in this chart, Jupiter is also good, Moon is also good, what lucky he will be? If both are good, two Jupiters, in the horoscope, isn't it? If Moon is 100% Purna Chandra, and Jupiter is also good, let us say, Jupiter is very good. So, the two gurus will be operating for him. So many houses to
double guru.
Double guru. Then, similarly, 70% Venus, pleasure, wealth, health, female, dual Venus, he'll act like a dual Venus. Mercury, brain, intellect, friend, affluence. Dual, he will also act another like Mercury. Then, obstruction, injury, litigation. Moon will also do the same thing. Karma, grief, diseases. This soon Sun will also do it. In Nadi, when he becomes Saturn, we should see the profession from the Moon also, not only Sun.
We generally say it become unstable.
That is. Then it will become. Then Jiva cannot be seen, that we are discussed. No, same thing. I have written it. I have only made it as a notes here also. Sun projects Jiva through Moon, basically. The Moon operates in different avatars. That's exactly what ultimately in his Paksha Guna, Paksha Bala. Bala is always strength. That is, strength or they say Paksha Bala. It is not Bala, it is Guna. He will change as a cruel, he will change as a Soumya. That's why it's called Paksha Guna. And then other thing is strength of the Moon, where he is sitting.
Generally, people just combine both these words, that Guna and this Bala, both are same, but they actually have a very different meaning in themselves.
Yes. It is telling what type of work you will be doing it. The other one is how much strength he has got it.
Yes, so sir, exactly, sir.
He may be Jupiter, full Moon, but if he is debilitated, he may be full Moon. So Moon in Scorpio, in Taurus, Sun is there, he is a full Moon, but he is debilitated. Isn't it? So what will do? He's acting like Jupiter, but he's acting like debilitated Jupiter. The whole concept will change, and his aspect, everything will be different. So this is how the whole concept has to be changed. The categories of the planet, the classification of the planet, what they do, all things has to be taken, authenticated with the slokas. That we will be doing it today. I Make Astrologer course, which will be introducing in Hindi with your platform. In I Make Astrologer platform, in English I'll be doing it. Simultaneously, we'll do it here also.
So I never thought like, moon can be used in such a different ways. It's an amazing theory and it's a very, mind-blowing simply.
See, the Parashara is like that only. Parashara is mind-blowing actually. If you know, only thing is you don't jump it.
True, sir, very much true.
Yeah, you should not jump. You should not say, not every result you will get it here. You don't have to change Ayanamsha. You don't have to go for any divisional chart, first of all. You can see the chart, everything will be seen here only. What is seen here, if you want the reason for it, you have to go for the Amsha. If you want to see a reason for it, why it is happening, reason, if you want, you have to go for it. Otherwise, everything, Jataka will tell you, birth chart will tell you entire thing. That is more important. This is
just looking at just the angle from the moon and the houses, the sun, the ascendant, we can get so much of information, the secret information. Even the native will be shocked to know how come the astrologer and know these things.
Even seeing from the moon also, when you see from the lagna, you will be seeing the prarabdha karma. When you see from the moon, how you are going to experience it. When you see from the moon, what is to be seen, you have to see something else also along with it. So that is moon. Then when you see from sun, it is totally different. Sun, when the moment you say sun, you are going back to number of janmas.
Right, sir. Very much true, sir. So basically, how we are going to experience things. So we can see we can make a moon as an ascendant, and we can even see the moon from the in the D1 and the houses from the moon. So that their interrelationship, we can understand a lot of things about the native.
Within the chart only, you don't have to see. That is, Varga Kundali will make a different course itself. Once we are ready with that, I'll tell you. We'll do a course of how to see the Vamshika. That is totally different because it is not a chart. It is Amsha. It is not a chart. It is Amsha. So that will come to that. We'll see afterwards. But first, if you know how to do properly classification, there is moon classification. Similarly, every planet has got classification, different classification.
Very nice.
Once you understand the classification, then you will be on the right track. See, the basis is Parashara, then you have got Jataka Chandrika, then you have got Bhavartha Ratnakara, then you have got Paladipika, then you have got Saravali. All these things you have to study, then make it. So that's what I have done. That is where the course is meant for, to make an astrologer, not to teach astrology. I stopped teaching astrology. I stopped teaching astrology. I started making it. That means they along with me, they will be working together in the class.
You can even conduct a lot of research when you have so many of students. You can even go for their own research with your guidance. For example, the sun, moon, and the lagna's interrelationships.
Yeah. So this is exact. That's what because teaching anybody can do. What is that? You can take a course, something. Take one example and see. It is not that. Making them to learn in the class is what I'm doing. That's why I make astrologers. I make astrologers. So there are
very nice.
Yeah, so two platforms. One platform is English for English, which I will be doing it. One is Hindi, which I will be doing with you. Same thing. I make astrologers. You will be launching. You will be launching. I make astrologers, and you will be that same in Hindi. You will be doing it.
It will be a proud moment for the Vedic astrology fraternity.
And it will be unique. That your Vedic vision will be totally कहीं चल जाता है उसका असर क्योंकि teaching जो teach करते हैं ना वो when you make them astrologers, they will be happy that they are analyzing the horoscope right in front of you and getting the confidence. Then you talk anything.
True, sir.
So otherwise, what I emphasize, I've seen that problem. I'll tell you. That is, of course, I will talk to a telephone because it is recording. We don't want to take anybody's name here. We'll talk about it.
Right, sir.
So So basically, this program is there for me. In the meantime, what we'll be doing is I'll be doing shorter videos for certain matters. That's some small items. That we'll be doing interviews like this.
Okay, sir.
We'll conduct a course, the main course for how to make astrology course. That I will be launching in English. Immediately, you also start advertising in this thing, and then we can continue both the sides, because one side we can English and there also the same thing I can translate it, because translate is easy nowadays. It's not a big thing.
Okay,
So
sir.
keep it into translate, because I'm doing in Russia, it can be done in Hindi also. So not a problem at all. We'll do it. We'll do fantastic. And this is what exactly what I'm now. The Sun, Rahu, and Ketu for this moon purpose. That we have not discussed. That we will discuss later on. Okay.
We'll make another video for it, sir.
So I hope it was clear. Everything
Sir,
was
it was
fine.
clear. It was amazing. It's simply mind blowing.
Okay. Good. So actually, it should be useful for the people. So, anything else? Any questions you want to ask?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay then. So we will meet you. Shikha ji, you can end the course.
She might have very left, I guess so. Anyway, sir, it was a very nice session, and
Okay.
thank you so much for giving us this very secret knowledge, and thank you for sharing this wisdom, the pearls of wisdoms.
No, thank you. I should thank you also.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Yes,
And
yes,
thank
yes.
you all the viewers.
By the way, you are doing a human services.
I'm doing.
Human services, a beautiful service for the people with the Vedic vision.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Wonderful job.
Thank you so
Wonderful. Yes. I will be responding only few, because there will not have somewhere, whatever I see, I'll be responding. I'll be busy in research also. Therefore, I will not be able to see.
Yeah, you told me, sir, about the next upcoming book on the Vedic numerology.
Yeah, I do that. But not Vedic numerology. That is Nadi numerology.
Nadi numerology. Sorry, sir. Sorry. Nadi numerology.
Yeah.
So we are eagerly waiting for it.
I am working on it. We can make a. We'll make the moment the book is ready, launching we'll do it.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
We'll do launching with you. Okay. Nice meeting you. You are looking very attractive today.
I don't know, sir. Maybe moon's effect. Today we did a video on moon.
Moon effect.
Thank you so much, sir. Bye bye.
Thank you.